My trip this time ends in Frankfurt, my final stop before flying back home. About 20 years ago, I once departed from Frankfurt on a business trip. The experience felt unusually chaotic, so ever since, I always avoided Frankfurt whenever I traveled in Europe. This time, however, I had a special reason to return. I wanted to try United Airlines Polaris business class, so I booked a flight from Frankfurt to Washington, D.C. My flight was scheduled for 5:10 in the afternoon. I arrived 3 hours early, and once again faced the airport's confusing signs. Luckily, I managed to find my way and located the business lounge. United doesn't have its own lounge in Frankfurt. Instead, passengers use Lufthansa's business lounge. The Lufthansa business lounge was comfortable with plenty of seating, food, and drinks. What impressed me most was the number of showers, perfect for long-haul travelers. But the most thoughtful touch was a secure luggage rack with locks. Just the right size for carry-ons, you can leave your bag there safely and relax hands-free. As boarding time approached, I went through multiple passport inspections before finally getting on board. I couldn't believe it. Before reaching the sky bridge, I actually had to walk down a full flight of stairs. For a world-class lazy person like me, how could I possibly handle that? Once on board, things went smoothly. This flight was operated by Boeing 777-200, and I had carefully chosen seat 3A. In this cabin, only odd-numbered seats are tucked next to the windows. Compared with the business class products on Swiss, Scandinavian, the old Japan Airlines, and LOT, I found this setup to be superior. Everyone gets direct aisle access, and the privacy is excellent. The only drawback is the footwell. It feels a bit tight when fully flat, so larger passengers might find it cramped. Soon after I settled in, the crew came by to greet me warmly, confirmed my name, and took my starter order. Throughout the flight, no matter who passed by, they would always discreetly clear away any trash, a small but thoughtful detail. Here's a look at today's menu. I had shrimp as the starter and beef tenderloin for the main course, paired with a Tuscan red wine. The nuts came out right away. I guess the airline already knows I'm nuts. The wine itself was a rustic yet refined Tuscan blend, with notes of ripe cherry, dried herbs, and a subtle earthiness, a perfect match for the beef. For dessert, I went with ice cream, topped with fresh strawberry sauce and almond slices right at my seat. I'm impressed. After finishing the meal, I got ready to sleep. Here's today's overnight amenity kit. Since it was my first time flying Polaris, I didn't realize the seat doesn't come with a mattress pad by default. You actually have to ask the crew for one, and it makes the bed much more comfortable. Unlike my outbound flight, this cabin was wonderfully quiet, and I slept for several hours straight, just like a baby, minus the crying. About 90 minutes before landing, breakfast was served. I went with the pasta, because nothing says breakfast like a bowl of carbs at 35,000 feet. Still, it did the job and filled me up before touchdown. And with that, my Polaris experience came to an end. Smooth, comfortable, and far better than I had expected.